Hello and welcome to the Weekly Roundup, the show where I run through the Premier League's weekend fixtures and give my honest opinions on them. Remember not to take anything I say too seriously, to like and to subscribe, and tell me what you think about the games in the comments below. Without any further ado, let's get straight into it. Let's start off at Old Trafford, and from the opening whistle, Crystal Palace were the better team. They completely outplayed Manchester United all over the pitch, and time and again they unlocked the defence to create numerous opportunities. It could have gotten really ugly for the Red Devils had Jordan Ayew not tried to miss every golden opportunity that came his way. And the stark difference between Wilfried Zaha and Daniel James would have no doubt been very difficult for Manchester United fans to watch. It's kind of like running into your ex at a club and then looking back at your current girlfriend and realising that you've messed up massively. Pogba having a good performance for United is as rare as finding a vegan that's not annoying. Once again, he aimlessly ambled around the pitch, giving the ball away to the opposition. I mean, seriously, am I the only one who thinks that Pogba when running looks like a gazelle learning to walk for the first time? United's defence were as existent as Mane's hairline, and honestly, they may as well not have turned up for the game. And after a performance like that, Sir Alex Ferguson strapping on a pair of shin pads and joining the United attack seems much more likely than Jadon Sancho ever deciding to join the Manchester club. Within a week, Eddie Nketiah and Dani Ceballos have gone from sparring partners to inseparable best friends after they combined to score the winner in a 2-1 victory against West Ham. The once abusive relationship has now turned into a flourishing love story to rival the likes of Ronaldo and his abs, Gareth Bale and golf, and Neymar and his sister as some of the weirder love affairs of modern times. Arsenal weren't as efficient or dominant as their performance against Fulham in the opening day of the season, grinding away and stealing the points from a dysfunctional West Ham team that are currently being managed worse than the coronavirus pandemic. Heung-min Son and Harry Kane combined for 5 goals and 4 assists in this Sunday's game against Southampton. The Tottenham pairing did to the Southampton defence what I usually do to my toilet after having a curry. They continuously violated the Southampton backline with perfectly timed balls and prolific finishing. Even after a performance like that by the two Tottenham stars, Jose Mourinho still found a way to make it all about him when he interrupted Son's Man of the Match interview to say that it was Harry Kane who deserved the award. Now, I don't know if he was joking or not, but let me tell you this. If I was given the option to meet Jose Mourinho for 5 minutes or drill a nail through my eye, I'd pick Mourinho, but I'd have to think about it. Dele Alli failed to make the squad this weekend, and in all honesty, that's not too surprising. Here's a tip, Dele. When your manager tells you continuously that you're lazy, the correct response isn't just to sit there and laugh like a 5-year-old who's just found out what the word boobies means. I feel like Dele's days in Tottenham are numbered, and if he fails to find a transfer out of the club, he'll be spending the remainder of the season on the bench or not even in the squad at all. Now, I'm many things. Handsome, kind, smart, thoughtful, courageous, sensitive. But one thing I'm not is a bully. And seeing as the definition of bullying is repetitive harm or intimidation specifically aimed and targeted at an individual, I can't be too harsh on Kepa Arrizabalaga this week. But honestly, putting the 5'6" Kante in goal would probably reap better results than what's happening right now at Chelsea. Andreas Christensen seemed to completely forget what sport he was playing when he rugby tackled Sadio Mane right before half time. And what confused me even more was when he was pleading his innocence after being sent off. Dude, when you chase someone down and try and decapitate them, just be glad that your only punishment is a coloured piece of card and not 10 to 15 years in a state prison. Sadio Mane reminded us all that the world's best get to where they are through hard work. I mean, seriously, the way he chased down his missed pass for his second goal, you'd think that someone was chasing behind him with an axe trying to kill him. And Thiago Alcantara. Oh my god, Thiago Alcantara. When he came on to make his Liverpool debut at half-time, I lost it. I mean, seriously, the only thing more elegant than the way Thiago plays is Scarlett Johansson. I mean, and Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth is beautiful. While it was widely publicised that Phil Foden could score off the pitch, the young Englishman reminded us all that he can do it on the pitch too. He hit the headlines once again, but this time for all the right reasons. Well, all the right reasons if you're one of the 7 Manchester City fans that exist on this planet. A huge amount of credit must also go to the Wolves team, or as I prefer to call them, the Portugal reserves. because they created numerous opportunities against Manchester City and put them under real intense pressure. They are definitely a team to be reckoned with this season. The revival of Dominic Calvert-Lewin just 9 months before Euro 2020, which will actually be played in 2021 because logic, has given Gareth Southgate a real headache with his selection for attackers for the tournament. Now, this shouldn't be anything new for Gareth Southgate, seeing as he always looks like he has a headache, and I think that's because he doesn't have a clue what he's doing. Calvert-Lewin scored his first career hat-trick in a 5-2 victory over West Brom, as he continues to take his game to higher levels. And he's not the only one. We're all experiencing the second awakening of James Rodriguez, and I'm sure none of us expected that to happen on the blue half of Merseyside. But with people like Jimmy Fallon still somehow having a career, I guess anything can happen. James provided a goal and assist in the victory over West Brom, a team who are seemingly challenging Fulham for that coveted 20th position in the Premier League this season. Chelsea have spent over £200 million in the summer transfer window on attackers, but it's their ex-academy man Patrick Bamford who's managed to score more goals than any of their star signings. While Leeds may be having no problem scoring, their defence is leaking more goals than Angelina Jolie has adopted kids. The best defence in the Championship last season seems to be really struggling without Ben White, who's returned to his mother club of Brighton. Mitrovic opened his account in the Premier League this season, scoring 2 goals in the 4-3 loss. The big Serbian, costing only $6 million on Fantasy Premier League this season, is a real steal, and about the only correct decision I've made when building my squad this year. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Once again, remember to like and subscribe, and I will catch you all next week for another weekly roundup.